Today I actually have a much more serious video, and this is to help photographers get out there more, because I often talk about how photographers need to put themselves out there to find some level of success. Now this is going to be a long video, so please bear with me. I promise you it's all worth it. When it comes to here on YouTube, I often see two kinds of photographers. There's the one that say you need to be successful by word of mouth with your clients, so that you don't need social media, you just need to do good work and be professional, and your clients will tell other clients, and that's all fair game, it's good. And then there's the other one who pretty much promote social media, and those two never really see each other eye to eye. I don't know why, but in my opinion, why can't you just do both? I mean, that's actually what I do is I have my professional work and my clients, and they all talk to each other, and I build up my reputation. But at the same time, I really work that social media game. And today I'm going to give you a rundown of how I use social media to my advantage. It's not really about personal client work and word of mouth stuff, but this is something that I think can help you, and you don't have to do everything that I do because it is too much. In fact, just Instagram alone is too much for some people, but what I do can be pretty crazy, so bear with me. First of all, let me tell you what I use. I'm an avid user of Facebook pages, and I'm in every niche related to my kind of photography and time-lapse and vintage lenses. So Facebook pages, Facebook groups. I use Instagram, and when IGTV came out, I jumped on that because you should always try to be a early supporter of these things, because you never know when they might be like the next big thing. So I have Instagram, IGTV. Actually, I have two Instagram accounts, one for my nighttime photos and one for my daytime, because they tend to different audiences. Not only that, but I do my research for hashtags and SEO, so I've studied up on SEO quite a bit. I use Reddit related to my topics, always on Twitter, updated daily. I also use Tumblr because I know that's like a huge way to get out there, because if you don't know, things like Reddit, things like Twitter and Tumblr, they allow people to share your work. And it's much better than having an algorithm like Facebook or Instagram promote it. So when people share your work, it gets out there much more easily. I also use Pinterest. So I load my best pictures on Pinterest with a backlink back to my Instagram or to my portfolio on my website. I also load all my YouTube videos on Pinterest that are relevant to things that I think people are searching for, like photography or camera tricks. So whenever someone finds a picture or a thumbnail of my videos or my pictures, they click on it and it goes back to my YouTube or it goes back to my Instagram. So Pinterest, very useful, very underutilized. I tried 500px for a while, and to be honest, it didn't really go anywhere no matter how hard I tried, so I kind of just abandon that as something that's not useful, but it helps to try new things, you know. I do have YouTube, as you're watching on this channel, but I don't have only one channel. I have two channels, one that's in English for photography, and I also have a Spanish channel that reaches out to audiences like South America, Mexico, that are interested in life in Korea. So this channel and that channel funnel to my Instagram, funnel to my Twitter, to my Facebook page, to my website. So you can see that I'm building up kind of a social media web where everything just is connected to each other. It all comes back to me. I tried We Heart It. I'm still working on it. I'm still not sure about it, but someone told me I should look into it, and I've been trying it out, and too early to tell. Recently, I started using TikTok, and oh man, that's a real missed opportunity. Like I did say people need to, when something pops up, they need to try it out, because you never know when it might be the next big thing. You never know when it's going to beat the next big Instagram, because you know right now the way Instagram works, the way Facebook and Twitter and YouTube works is basically it's kind of holding creators back unless you're already big and like all these algorithms, like if you don't get likes or comments, then it stops showing your work to other people. I could go on a rant about Instagram, but I don't want to get off topic. But the thing is, TikTok is more organic, and just last night I got like 2.5 thousand followers just from one post, and you can't do that on Instagram anymore because the algorithm, because it always comes down to the algorithm. Besides that, I have my website, and on top of all this, I research videos on marketing. I learned video editing a long time ago. I do Photoshop, so I basically became my own designer in a way. Like I had to learn all these things like video editing and Photoshop and Lightroom and Illustrator, Adobe After Effects. All this stuff comes in the package of a photographer. And yeah, I even learned SEO because SEO is a big part of getting out there. Now, I do all these things daily. I'm always checking my messages. I get constant messages on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook pages, YouTube. My emails, I got multiple emails. I get emails from the websites. It's a lot to handle. And some people, they can barely handle just doing Instagram alone. And I got two of them, So you got daily stories, IGTV, replying to all the comments. And, I've been doing this since, I started using Instagram in 2012, but I didn't really take it seriously until like 2015 or something. That's when I started really like studying my stuff and the SEO and all that. And imagine this, every day I post something, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Pinterest, YouTube, and just over time, all these people end up becoming your audience. Not only this, but also like on my personal level where I do my professional work with others. I have my other kind of web of clientele talking to each other, recommending me. So then I'm getting all these business opportunities from my clientele and all these opportunities from my social media. Like why limit yourself to just one? It's like you need to really put yourself out there. Now, I'm not saying to go out there and do all these things that I do. This is just what works for me. Because like if you don't know me, I'm very easily depressed. Like, I have a whole video about that. But yeah, if I'm not busy, I get very depressed. And when I fall into depression, it just takes me a long time to get out of it. But if I can keep myself busy with all these things that I'm doing, and I enjoy it. Like I enjoy the hustle, like I enjoy the hustle from both sides. So don't be one of those people that says you just need one or the other, because you're just kind of crippling yourself. You're limiting yourself. You should do both. You do need some thick skin for some of the things that happen, especially like on Reddit or Twitter. But you might be surprised just how much it helps. And I've actually made a small list of things that have helped me over time that would have never happened had I not been doing what I've been doing. A long time ago, I put out a video of me posting my art around the city. And one of those pictures got picked up by like a bar, which gave me my first art show. From my Tumblr, I got found by Deokseong Women's University here in Seoul. They gave me it was like my third art show. This is at a women's university, so I had an art show in a university. That is awesome, and of course, paid. From my Facebook pages is how National Geographic found me a few years ago and put me on the spotlight, which opened so many doors to so many companies. And like that was a huge break, probably like turning point of my career. So I got that from a Facebook page, despite the fact that Facebook page pretty much cripples you these days. From word of mouth, I've gotten countless jobs at radios, TV station, magazines, newspapers. I even got a few jobs from Samsung that way. So yeah, I do get stuff from my personal level, but most of them are more like personal stuff, like weddings, even though I hate doing weddings, and just the private works, events, festivals. So that's just like my word of mouth kind of stuff, And I do have a lot of jobs related to TV stations, especially local TV stations, and they all have friends that are producers or filmmakers of some sort. So they all end up kind of contacting me thanks to this other personal web that I've built up over time. YouTube, I do have 2 channels. My first YouTube channel was about food and travel. I still have it, but now it's in Spanish. And that actually put me on so many Korean TV stations and radios. And also I got contacted by many magazines and just so many different companies that want to use my footage of Korean food or in travel for their videos, so they pay me for that. And of course, this is another language. This is Spanish speakers that find my works. So I'm not just limiting myself to one language. I'm also finding like going into the, I want to say Spanish market, you know? And since it is mostly Korean stuff, like I do find a lot of like Korean clientele that way. And also I have this English YouTube channel, which of course is about photography. Now I get a lot of messages from like wannabe sponsors and companies, and they want me to test their products and all that. And you know what? I decline all of them because I don't want my channel to be like that. But I do get a lot of photo shoots and offers from people that are like, hey, we love your videos, we want to meet you in Seoul. I'm gonna be there with like so and so, and we would love it if you like shoot us like a personal shoot or a photo tour. So I also do that. So thank you, YouTube. You are a provider. You know? So I may not sell presets or push my workshops or whatever other BS on you guys, but you know, I do get people who watch my channel and who want me to give them like a personal photo tour, and I do those kind of things. And it's all thanks to YouTube. YouTube has also got me on many TV stations and magazines. Like magazines, they come from all different kind of social media services. So those are a lot. You know, I can't really talk about magazines because they just come from all over the place. Instagram has got me many jobs, including Samsung, BBC found me that way. Korean Air, I told you, got a little collab with them. So many opportunities come from social media, and there's people out there telling you that social media doesn't matter. And I just think they're limiting themselves. Like you don't have to just do one thing. You can do everything, you know. Why be one thing? Be everything, you know. Just this is my advice to you as a photographer. Now I'm not telling you to go out there, do all these things, because you're gonna probably go crazy. Like I do this because I want to keep busy, you know. I am good at doing this, and it keeps me from falling into a crippling depression. Like the big ones, I suggest doing Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook pages, or YouTube too, very helpful. Right now, TikTok is booming. Like I think it's something that people are not using, that they should be using. And it's pretty crazy, you know, especially since Facebook and Instagram and Twitter are kind of crippling themselves with these algorithms because they're just getting greedy with the money from the companies. Hopefully TikTok doesn't fall that way. But what I've done is all these websites, I have all my social media links on them. So they all kind of feed into each other, and I'm kind of building up my own audience, like my own base, my own friends. Like a lot of people that watch my videos, they come to Seoul and they end up meeting with me, and we end up being friends. So like, this is my advice to you. Sorry this video is so long. This week I'm going to be very busy, and I really wanted to get this video out of the way just to help someone out there, you know. So yeah, if you like this, share it or something. I know it helps me out. Anyways, see you around.